The seasons used, as y'all can see, is salt, Old Bay, Jack seasoning, black pepper. You have your parsley, which is optional. You have your aromat, which is a sort of all-purpose seasoning, and then you have your paprika. Have your mixed bell peppers. You have your garlic. You can add spring onions, which is optional. That's just based on your personal choice. You also have your prawns. I know you're meant to use jumbo prawns, but me personally, I like my prawns bite size, so I just used medium prawns. The next step is you literally just mix all your seasonings together. So your aromat, Old Bay, salt, black pepper, jerk seasoning. That's to your taste, please. Don't come and judge. Don't use my own judging to judge yours. That's to your taste. Just just season it, mix it all together. Make sure it looks good. Again, it looks good. It looks like you've seasoned the prawns. So whilst you're doing all of this, whilst you're doing all this mixing, just turn on your stove, heat some oil. Do you have oil? Just heat some oil up on like medium to high heat. That depends on your own personal distance. Me, I like mine somewhat high heat. Afterwards, just drop in some few prawns to see if the oil's hot. If it's hot, then you're ready to go. As you can see here, just start frying your prawns, man. Just start frying them. Just scrape everything from the bowl, from the juices to the season. Literally just everything that's in the bowl. Make sure there's nothing left. Obviously, I left a few things, but make sure there's nothing left. Um, Mix it, even it out. Make sure that everything is flat on in the frying pan, and then just make sure that the heat is distributed evenly. After like 3 to 5 minutes, let's say around that benchmark, you literally just start flipping it around. So if you have them big prawns, just start flipping around, just making sure that it's cooked evenly. That's what you're trying to do. You can add more oil, you can add anything that you want at this point. Just make sure that's fried. After like 3 minutes, 5 minutes max, it should be ready by now. You can hear the sizzling sound. You know it's ready. You know you're about to eat. At this point, it's ready to be transferred into a different bowl where you can just let it rest, cool down, whatever. And in the same pot, do not wash the pot. You want every seasoning to retain. In the same pot, you just add your vegetables, so your mixed bell peppers, your garlic, spring onions. So at this point, you just frying your vegetables, I'll say. However softness, however look you want it to go. So however fried you want it to look like, let's say. And then afterwards, after the preferred look you want, you just add your double cream, and then you literally just you want the most out of everything that you bought. So you rinse the remaining cream with some water, just so you know you get the most, as I said, from what you bought. So just mix it. At this point, just mix, just stir it, and then make sure that everything's mixed together. Because you don't want no waste. You don't want it to be at one side. And as we use the water, you don't want it to, be at one side. Let's just say that. So it can mix proper, Na akukum na yede na kama, nebia na kama. At this point as well, remember a medium heat, because high heat is just too bad for the double cream in it. So medium heat, it's just, and then medium heat, and then you add your seasoning. So your Old Bay, your salt, your black pepper, your all-purpose seasoning. In this case, I used aromat. Let's just see, and then your my paprika. But guess what? I knew one of my ingredients would fail me. As you can see, there's nothing in there paprika thing. There's nothing. Like in this life, you win some, you do some, innit? So from here, just mix and mix like as if your life depends on it. Please make sure the season is even. You know, a cocoa baby and yeah, one side, one corner, one corner. No, 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 not one corner. It's making sense. Everything is even. So the vegetable have their own season. Just will be, you know, sharing is caring. Thank you. And so I just realized something was cooking that I forgot my jerk season, so I had to come back and add it. It wasn't a trick, but yeah, I forgot it. And then just a teaspoon, or me, just as a teaspoon answer, so I'd use teaspoon and a half. But however spicy you want your food, that's how you want it to be. Just add however much jerk season you want. Me personally, as I said, I use a teaspoon and a half. You can use 2 teaspoons. You can use the whole thing. That's on you. Please don't come and quote me on that. Thanks, management. Also, one thing as well, mix and mix and mix like as if your ancestors are watching you. Like, when the pressure's on you to mix and now mixing like as if you have nothing to lose. Please, thanks. So at this point, you just want it to simmer, just be, I even changed my ladder, my quandra. Just mix and mix and mix, let it simmer for a bit. Eventually, the color will go from like white to creamish because of double cream, you get. So yeah, at this point, and obviously because of the seasoning and stuff, it would change color small. She biracial. But yeah, and then after this point, it's really you're done. You just add the cheese. Me, I chose mozzarella cheese. Don't mind the camera shaking, please. Face it front. I added mozzarella cheese, just a handful of mozzarella cheese. You don't want to put too much cheese, guys, because this is not mac and cheese. This is just Rasta pasta. So you don't want to add bare cheese. You can mix the cheese, so you can add cheddar cheese and parmesan. You can use mozzarella alone. You can use other cheeses that you want. But me, I just went for my, mozzarella because it's very stretchy. Makes it feel good. Okay. Thank you very much for my TED talk. And then just let it simmer on medium heat, as I said. And then basically at this point it's ready. Just add your pasta however much you want. I pre-made my pasta because in the same time, think about it. It's not every day that you have to wait for the food to just pre-make your own pasta. It makes sense. Yeah, so just mix. Make sure that every pasta has their own seasoning, their own sauce. Right? Everything is even. See the way I'm stirring? Just listen to this. Yeah, just mix. I'll give you some sound orgasm. Hold on. So at this point, I added a bit more pasta because I didn't want too much sauce. You know what I mean? So I just added some small pastas to even it out. It was just too much. So yeah. So at this point, the mixing is ready. Just add your prawns, as I said, your well-seasoned prawns that's already fried. Just add it. Scrape. You see that juice that I left in the bowl? Don't leave it like me. Don't be like me. Scrape everything out. Make sure there's more seasoning. Just say, I didn't buy it there. Oh, right there. Sound orgasm. Bye. No, but guys, do you hear this? Do you? Is it? Am I? Is it? Can you? I did that. I did that. Just listen to this. Not gonna lie, at this point, it's ready to be served. It's ready to be dished. My friend, go and get your plate. Go and tell your children to go and get a plate. You go and tell your brothers, your sisters to go and get the plate. You're about to serve the food. It's ready. Like there's nothing else to do apart from serve it. Here's my served portion. You know I don't eat too much. So here's just my served portion. As I said earlier, because I didn't add too much cheese inside, I can add cheese on top. See you go basic food. This is food. This is the food God created us, so we can come and chop in this like chop food. Hey, but you won't get piano. I mean, hey, but hey, nipple to me, you can money effect. I cannot see. See the cheese melt. Hey, but Jesus. Hey.